Guess we will see. Let me try to go on here. Maybe. Okay, I think we're working. It looks like we're working. All right, so we should be working. I don't have anybody on here yet, but that's okay. If you're watching the replay, welcome to this month's exclusive live stream. I'm very excited. Tonight we're going to be doing some fabric tumblers. And I've been trying to get this all set up. So I just wanted to make sure it's all working. So I'm just going to give it just a second just so I can make sure. See if this is working. And I want to make sure that everybody can hear me. Okay, I think we might be okay. We shall see. All right, so, sorry, 1 second. Okay, I'm just gonna give it 1 minute here just to see if we can get some people to hop on.
I think we might be okay.
All right, but it should be working. So if you are on here, please comment and hopefully it's working. I wish I could see who is on here. If somebody's on here watching, comment. Let's see what happens when we put a comment in. Okay. All right. Okay. I don't know. I think it might be working. I do not know though. Okay. I probably should have tested this out before, but that's okay. All right. Again, welcome to this is not our first exclusive live, but it is our first one on our new website. My glasses are fogging up because I'm stressed out. So let me just wipe those off. So welcome. I'm so excited to have you here. And hopefully as it goes on, we can get more and more people to sign up for our squad group, and then we'll have more and more people on here so that we can have lots and lots of fun. So if you are watching the replay, make sure you let us know. Put in the comments that you're watching the replay. And if you have any questions at all along the way, please reach out and let me know because I would love to help you out, okay? Sorry, my husband has been using my iPad, and so he got it all like mixed up. But I'm kind of wanting to get a couple people I'm gonna just give it a couple more minutes just to see if we've got some people hopping on here. If not, that's okay. We'll just get started and then Okay, well, we'll figure it out. That's okay. All right, so we are going to be doing some fabric tumblers tonight, and very excited for these because I don't know. I do not profess to be a professional in any way or like all knowing where I know every single thing in the world. But I will say, fabric tumblers is something that I definitely do feel comfortable with. So I'm very excited to be doing these tonight. Okay, so I wanted to go over all of the different things that you need to make fabric tumblers. Okay, so I'm so sorry. Give me 1 second. I swear one day I will get this figured out. Again, this is like a brand new thing, so I'm just trying to get this figured out. Just posting on the page really quick. Okay, and I've got the link posted, so that should be working. I'm just gonna try leaving a comment myself and see what happens. Sorry, I promise I'm getting to this. If you're watching a replay or something, just you can fast forward through this part. I apologize. Okay, that's okay. We're just gonna get started. All right, and we'll have the replay on there, so that'll be okay. All right, so whenever you're doing fabric tumblers, there's certain things that you're going to need for them. Obviously, you need your tumbler. Stainless steel tumblers are the best. It doesn't matter if you use a sublimation or even just a regular like stainless steel tumbler. I am all about using sublimation tumblers because I like to cheat. So basically, I don't have to prep my cup and paint it or do any of that kind of stuff. Also, a really important thing with fabric tumblers is that you want to make sure you have a white base, especially if you're going to be using cotton woven fabric, which is what we're going to be using tonight. My little boy's birthday is next month, so he's obsessed with, he loves like Studio Ghibli stuff. So I have this fabric that I got a while ago and I've been wanting to make something with it. So I decided, oh, let's make a tumbler for him for his birthday. This one is cotton woven. Cotton woven is a lot thinner than cotton lycra. This is cotton lycra. So cotton lycra is going to be stretchy. Where woven, you're not going to get like that stretch. Whereas with cotton woven, you're going to get lots of stretch. Also, the cotton woven is a lot thicker. So when you apply your Mod Podge and when you seal that, you're going to notice that you're going to have to do a few more extra coats with it just because it is so thick and it's going to kind of want to soak that in on there. Also, the reason you want a white base is because, I mean, I do it with cotton lycra as well, but especially with the woven, because a lot of times when, oh, I see, are there people on here? Please say it's working. I'm like so worried that this is not working. And I'm just like talking to myself. Rochelle, is it working? Please say it's working. We had so many issues with the last website with these. And I finally found one where you can watch it on your phone and comment and all that stuff. So I'm really hoping um, that it's working. So crossing my fingers. Okay. Anyway, sorry. Back to this. So with the cotton woven, so when we apply our fabric, which I'll show you that, we're gonna seal it. I like using Mod Podge to seal my fabric. But when you put that Mod Podge on there, if you have just like a dark stainless steel base, then these spots on your fabric where you have white are not going to look white anymore. Think of it kind of like a water slide. When you do a water slide on a tumbler, it's transparent. So whatever color you have underneath, that's what's going to show through. I mean, your white's not going to become transparent or anything, but it's going to pull that dark underneath. So whenever I do fabric tumblers, I always want to start with a white base. So if you're not using a sublimation tumbler, then get your stainless steel tumbler and give it a coat of white paint or spray paint it. You don't have to go crazy with it. Just one coat is fine. You just basically want to lighten up your base. And I do that even if I'm using lycra or woven, but if you're doing woven, you have to do that. That's a really important step. So I noticed a huge difference once I started actually doing that. So if you're on here, I hope it's working. Let me know if it's working, okay? Crossing my fingers that it is. Keep like refreshing to make sure that the comments are working. It's frozen? No. I hope not. I hope that it's working. Okay, well, I'm showing that it's working, so I hope that it's not frozen. But I do have it recording, so we will see what happens, okay? All right, anyway, so we've got our base here. So you need your tumbler, you need fabric, obviously. Fabric of your choice. You can get it at pretty much every craft store. Walmart even has fabric. I do have a few websites that I love to get fabric from. Like I've been really good. I haven't bought it in a long time, but I seriously probably have at least 100 yards of fabric from a few different websites that I love so much. So I will be sure and link those. But some of my favorites are Oh So Pretty Custom Fabrics and Violet Snow Custom Fabrics. Like, yeah, they have the cutest fabrics. I love them so much. It's kind of a problem. Another thing that you're gonna need is I like to use foam brushes. You can use regular paint brushes. I feel like they get really roughed up while you're doing these. So I like having, I know this is terrible. Just if you love the environment, I love the environment, but if you love it a lot, just close your ears for this. I like having an option to throw this away if I need to. I do try to reuse it as long as I can though. So we can just keep using it. Okay. And then you need something to adhere your fabric to your tumbler. So there's a few different things that you can use. You can use Mod Podge. That's my favorite. Quick Coat works. You can also use... Okay, I have not tried it yet. Maybe we can try it tonight. I don't know. Stick Tight is supposed to work good. I've had this for so long and I've never used it. I need to figure out how to use that stuff. And then Wicked Stick It also works good. This is not good for sealing the fabric, but this is good for applying your fabric. And whenever you're sealing it, whatever you use for the top of that, you have to make sure it's something that dries clear. Otherwise, it's just going to be white, and you don't want it to be white, right? All right. Are we working okay? Is everybody okay? I really hope it's working. Okay, and then I need to grab my Mod Podge, which I have right there. Let me grab that. One sec. Okay, so Mod Podge. I actually, oh, I have it over there. I buy these in like the gallon jugs, because whenever I had like when I was taking orders and I had my Etsy shop and it was booming, going good, I would say 98% of my tumblers that I made were fabric tumblers. So I went through a lot of Mod Podge. So, but yes, this is my favorite. I've tried some other things, except I have not tried the stick tight, but Mod Podge, at least for like sealing my fabric, this is my favorite. I love using Wicked Stick It though for applying it. If you haven't tried Wicked Stick It yet, I definitely recommend it. The stuff is awesome. It's wicked awesome. And we get a discount on there. So make sure you try that out. All right, I forgot to put my apron on. I am a very messy crafter. So I just want to make sure I protect my clothing. You know? All right. But how is everyone tonight? I hope everybody's doing really well. It booted me out. Then I couldn't see the live post anymore. Dang it. Had to go back to my notifications to find you. Oh no. Well, I really hope it's working. Sounds like Rochelle's having problems. But if you are having any problems, please let me know. If you're not having any problems, please let me know, because I want to make sure everything's working okay for us. All right, so we've got our Mod Podge. We need a foam brush, fabric, our tumbler. Another thing, if you have a tumbler like the trimmer, these are amazing. You can use these to cut your vinyl, the fabric, obviously. If you don't have one of those though, that is totally fine. Just a good old X-Acto knife is also going to work great. So you can have that, and you're going to need this anyway when you clean up your cup. As well as some painter's tape, and I'm trying to think if there was anything else. I mean, obviously you need like your epoxy, tumbler turner, gloves, and all that kind of stuff. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to apply your fabric. I do have one, if you've been following me for a while, you may remember this cup. We did this a really long time ago on a live. I just put my fabric on and sealed it, and then I never did anything, because you kind of want to let it dry. So I'm kind of glad that I did it though, because while this one's drying, we can move on to this one. So, kind of like on, on the Food Network, where they'll like cook stuff and then they put it in the oven and then magically they're like, oh, look at this, it's all done. And yeah, kind of like that. So we're gonna have a moment like that. All right, I'm gonna move this down just a tiny bit, and I'm hoping it does not cut me off too much. We're okay. All right, so I have my cup here, and I've got some sandpaper, because we want to make sure we kind of rough up our surface so that we have something for our fabric to adhere to. If we just have like a smooth surface, then when we put our glue on there, it's not going to stick the best. So we want to make sure, sorry, I forgot to turn this light on. So we want to make sure we kind of rough it up a little bit. So I've got some sandpaper here, and I'm just going to go around it. You don't have to go crazy with it. We're just, again, roughing up the surface a little bit. And I like to kind of go in a circular motion around it. And as you can see, all right, so normally you can see how it's shiny, and then the spots where I sanded, it loses that shine. So that's kind of what you're going for, is you just want to sand it just so that we can remove that shine. really hope this is working and you guys can see this okay. I'm mad. Although I wish that the comments, I don't like that the comments how they are though. It's kind of driving me nuts. In the app it says my account. Oh no! All right, I'm gonna have to look at that with the app. I'm still trying to figure that out. I hope it's working okay on the website though. All right, I'm gonna go around it one more time. You can do the bottom. You don't have to, because we're just gonna be glittering it anyway. And then I'm gonna take off this little paper protective thing on there. And this is an 18-ounce hydro tumbler. So, sorry, I have to like manually reload it. How do I see comments? I can't see any but mine. You're the only person that has commented. So, is anybody else on here? If you're on here, say hi. I really hope this is working. It's not as much fun if we can't talk. And it's just me talking. Alright. So with the hydros, it's kind of got this little lip in there. So I'm just taking the kind of that edge of my sandpaper here. I'm just going in there. All right, so I think that's good. I've lost that shine on there, which is what we were looking for. Too much stuff up here. I'm gonna like move some stuff. All right. Oh, and then another thing that you're gonna need: isopropyl alcohol and paper towels. I like to use dry baby wipes, or you can use like a microfiber towel. Just have to make sure, if you use a regular towel, just make sure it's a lint-free one. And I just want to wipe off that surface so it's all nice and clean. Okay. All right. Any questions at all up to this point? On your post, you're saying Belinda says that she can't comment. Oh no! Okay. Let me see here. All right, if you're on here and you're watching and it's not working, I don't want you, I hate asking you to like go out of here, but can you let me know like on the squad page? Rochelle just did a post saying something about the app, or I did one about saying that I am live. Could you comment on there if you are on here and you're not able to comment? I will not be silenced. Belinda, I just saw your posts. Okay. Okay, hold on. Sorry. Technical difficulties. I swear, you guys, I was so hopeful. I was like, this is gonna work. It's gonna be great. All right, let me just make sure. Oh my gosh, here's all the comments. Okay. Hi, Trisha. Rochelle. Belinda. Oh, okay. Approve. I'm like approving, so maybe it'll work. Let's see. Approve. Approve. Okay, can you guys try to comment again and tell me if it's working? I think I did it. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Okay, I think it should be working now. Can you let me know? Like, try commenting again. Because all your comments are showing up now. Okay, I see Belinda's. I can't comment. Trisha, hi. My comment says, hi. Trisha, I see your comment. Rochelle, do you see her comment? Okay, I think we may have fixed it. Let's see what's going on now. And if somebody's watching this replay later, I'm sorry, just fast forward through all this part. Because we got to figure this out. Because I actually want to be able to, like, talk to you guys. If you are on here, can you just, like, comment anything? Even if it's just a dot, if you don't want to say anything. Or just say hi. I just want to make sure, that you can comment. I'm trying to see if there's like a setting or something that I accidentally turned off. But Rochelle was able to comment, so I'm confused. Yeah, I have no idea. That is so bizarre. Okay, but I'm seeing comments now. I think we're good. Okay, I think it's working. If you, yes, yay! Okay, good. Is the app working, Rochelle, then? I hope. Okay, I am so sorry, that this has happened, but I don't know. I guess it wouldn't be us if we didn't have some type of technical error, right? What, I don't even know. Super annoying. Okay, anyway, let's get back to this. Okay. I'm glad that it's working. But yes, if you are on here, make sure that you comment something just so I can make sure that you're able to comment. Because I want to make sure everybody's on here. So I'm going to keep an eye on that. So I can see Rochelle. Yay! I'm so glad. I know, I don't like the comments. I'm going to have to mess with that. So I really apologize for this one. For this live, it's going to be like this. I'm sorry. I will try to get it figured out and fixed up for the next one, I promise, okay? I was trying to see if there was like a way to like change it somehow, but it is not letting me. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm going to have to like mess with it or something. So I'm trying to see if there was a way to change the comments, but it's not showing me how to do that right now. Sorry guys. We're going to get this figured out someday, I promise. Okay. Anyway, Rochelle, you gotta do whatever you can, right? At least it's working in the app, I guess, right? I just wish there was a way. Okay, hold on. Can you guys like bear with me for like 1 second? I am going to try something very quick. Hold on. Let me see if I can change something really quick. Give me a moment. I'm going to see if I can move the comments somehow. Dang it. Yeah, that did not do anything. Okay, I'm sorry. It's going to be annoying for this time. I'm really sorry. I wish we could somehow change that up, but it's okay. All right. Yeah, I'm sorry. So for this one, it's just going to be like that. So, I will try to get it all fixed for the next one. And, so that way it doesn't do this again. Okay. But unfortunately for this one, I think we're kind of stuck with this. So I'm sorry. Okay. That's right. Anyway. Okay. Let's get to this. All right. I'm just going to, I know I have it on my iPad, so I'm just going to keep refreshing that so I can see. All right. So we've sanded our tumbler and we are all ready to apply our Mod Podge. So I think, should we do, what do you guys want to see? We're going to be doing Mod Podge anyway to like seal our fabric. Should we use Wicked Stick It or should we be daring and try Stick Tight? Which I've never used. Use a soft cloth or brush. Scrub it in to the surface. Do not let the solution dry. Okay, these instructions. Okay, use a soft cloth or brush to apply Stick Tight to your work. Continuously scrub in Stick Tight to the surface to ensure good coverage. Do not let the solution dry. Rinse the surface thoroughly with clean water, making sure to remove all of the solution before your next coating. What? So remove it? I don't understand that. I don't know. Should we try this and see how it works? Or should we just do Wicked Stick It? What do you guys think? No, I need to get Milk Duds. I was going to get some, but instead I went to Crumble and got Crumble cookies because they're so good. All right. Well, while we are waiting for that, I'm going to put my... You guys let me know what you think we should do. I'm just glad that you can comment. Is Millie on here? She was trying to find it on TikTok, so I'm hoping that it's working. If you're on here, make sure you comment. Because I want to make sure that it is working. Again, if you're on here, comment anything. Oh, there it is. Okay, I just approved. You lost me on that. I know, right? Those are like the worst instructions. Okay. I just did it. Yes. Okay. So if you're on here, please do. I don't know why it's not letting me see who's on here. I wish that it would. I don't know if I like this. I might switch to something different. This is not my favorite ever. I had like a different one that we could try, but I don't know. I'm not liking this one. Okay. Anyway, should we try Stick Tight? Okay, what would be most helpful for you guys? Trying Stick Tight on it? Do Wicked Stick It, or just do Mod Podge for the whole thing? Experiment with the other on a dollar store cup or something. I know, that is true. Let's not do this one. Let's just save that one. We'll do that one on another time. So let's just do Mod Podge, because I feel like that's something that pretty much all of you are going to have. So let's see. So let's do that one. But I love Wicked Stick It. So if you have Wicked Stick It, this is a great way to apply your fabric to your cup. Just remember, if you do Wicked Stick It or like Tack It glue, it's the same kind of concept where when you put it on there, you have to let it dry because it's not sticky until it's dry. Where like Mod Podge, you want to hurry up and put your fabric on before the Mod Podge dries. Otherwise, you're going to just have to reapply it again. So kind of like the opposite of that. So, but I love using that a ton. So all right, I'm going to grab my little handy helper. And then I'm going to move you down a little bit. Move you forward. Sorry, you're going on a little bit of a journey. Okay, there. I'm hoping you can see that okay. If it's ever hard to see, just let me know. But I feel like, yeah, for sure, most people are definitely going to have just Mod Podge. So, because this is a craft room staple, so you definitely have to have it, right? All right. So what I'm going to do, oh my gosh, I just like almost forgot the most important step. Duh. Before we do any of that, we need to cut our fabric. Sorry, I'm like all like discombobulated from getting all like trying to get this all figured out. Okay. So you need to measure your tumbler with your fabric. You can measure it with a measuring tape and everything. I feel like my hands are very like, you can get like a measuring tape and measure it and then cut it that way. Especially if you're doing a skinny tumbler. I am all about doing, I don't know, just like the quick, lazy method. So what I will do is I will just take my cup and I'm just going to wrap it around and then take my scissors and cut it. Now, when you do that, make sure you give yourself a big gap. Okay. So I want to go far over that line. All right. Same with the top. I like having a good buffer on the top and on the bottom. And I bought this fabric. It was cut like this already, but save that for another time. All right, so we have that. And then sometimes, well, most fabric, like pretty much every fabric will have some part where they have that white on there. I'm just going to go ahead and my scissors and cut that. Don't worry about being perfectly straight or anything. And then this is totally personal preference. Some people do like to have an exact measurement, kind of like vinyl. That way, when they wrap it on there, it lines up perfectly. For me, sorry, I'm going to move this up a little bit. I want to give you a little bit of a closer view. So with this fabric right here, where it's kind of busy, I want to kind of hide my seam. I don't want there to be a seam. So what I like to do and if I am ever going too fast or if you have any questions along the way, seriously, always ask me, okay? Will it dry with a heat gun? Yes. The Wicked Stick It will, as well as the Mod Podge. So right now, if I wrap it around it, see how like those two guys are meeting up? I don't like that because I don't want it to look like that. So I would definitely rather have that be my side there. And what I like to do is just kind of line this up. And then I will look at it. And what I will do, and actually this one's not too bad, so I don't think we need to do it with this one. If you have any spots where like, say like half of this character's head is cut off, I will just cut around that. That way, let me just kind of show you an example. I hope that this makes sense, but that way it goes like that. And see how like automatically, let me just show you. Because rather than having it look like that, if I just cut right there, then you don't see that, and it looks like that's just how it's supposed to be. So it's, but I mean, if it's not this type of fabric where it's like the, what is it, like the collage type where it's all stacked, that's the word I'm thinking of, then that's not necessarily going to work. But I like to do that just because I don't want my seams to be obvious. And I actually, when I do that, I always would get compliments from customers saying like, oh my gosh, I can't even tell where the seam is at all. So that's the way that I like to do it. So this side right here is going to be my piece that's going to go on the top, right? So we're going to start, with that side. Okay, sorry. I'm like seriously all like, what is happening? Let me get back in the back of the Tumbler headspace. You are not being ignored. Is something not working where you feel like you're being ignored? Oh no! I swear, this thing.